Bill Reed, thank you for being on Heart of the City.
Super excited to be here.
So glad you're here.
Yeah.
It has been a
Cheers.
pleasure getting to know you.
Cheers.
Cheers. This wonderful human brought us Brut Rosé from what
Yes.
region?
Campagna.
Campania region.
So the shin of the Italian boot.
Amazing. And paired with a lovely strawberry Julie Darling donut.
Oh, Judy, darling.
Oh, we just love her.
Oh, it's like,
A marriage. Wow. What a treat.
yeah.
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know you, give us the quick synopsis of Bill and Pedestrian.
Yeah. Well, if you don't know me, my name is Bill Reed. I am one of 8 children, and I am new to Chattanooga. When I say new, I've been here 5 years, but still a lot of learnings about the community and how really it thrives. So we decided we wanted to be a part of that growth and really make Chattanooga the famous 4-letter word and home.
So sweet.
So yeah, we're here. We're excited. We have a small, growing family. So, you know, we're happy to be here and kind of set a path for us to open another business.
So one of my favorite little nuances to you getting here was you guys left New York in COVID. You were driving through here on your way to Florida, right?
We were living in Florida at the time.
Okay.
We had escaped New York, literally burning behind us as we were leaving, and during COVID, and you know, fell into Florida based out of necessity of our family having room for us and our kids during the heart of COVID, where we just had to leave New York. It was really bad. So in Florida, we lived there for about a year and a half. Bought a home. We were trying to make it our home. We were trying to force a round peg into a square hole, and it wasn't working. So we just needed a trip. So me and my wife got in the car, and we've always heard of Chattanooga. It was always people, you know, that were customers of ours or employees of ours in Brooklyn always talked about the outdoor life and rock climbing and, you know, things that we weren't really into, but it sounded great.
Sounds fun.
So we're like, you know, it's not too far. It was about a 6-hour drive from where we were in Florida. So it was like, let's just go and check it out. Leave the kids with my mom. And we had a really beautiful weekend. It was like Thursday, and then we left on Sunday, and we thought maybe we would be heading to Nashville, and we're just like, let's just stay another day.
Aww.
Then it was like, let's just stay one more day. Maybe my mom. And then eventually, you know, we got the bug, and I said, I think I can make that work if we figure out a way to get here. And
You're like, Mom, send the kids.
we took a chance.
So cool.
And yeah, we've been here 5 years now.
So cool. Okay, so you were big in the restaurant world in New York. You owned.
Yeah.
You were pretty.
We were in
Bill.
our zone. We
Yeah.
got to a point where, you know, our neighborhood really know what to expect from us and the standards and the people that worked with us, and you know, starting out owning a restaurant at 27 years old, no one can prepare you for what you think you know.
And not even just owning a restaurant in New York.
Yeah,
Like,
in the
God.
heart of Brooklyn,
Yeah.
in a really ever-changing climate every day, and where do we fit in, and how do I fit into this role with partners, and what do I bring to the table? Am I as good as I think I am? Am I better than they think I am? I don't know. So
Because you're not a chef by trade.
No. I mean, I grew up in the business. My mom was a forever waitress, bartender, to take care of all of us.
Wow.
And a single mom for most of it.
Amazing.
You know, grew up doing homework at the deli, you know, going with her to wash dishes at one of the restaurants she worked at. And then eventually she owned her own place, and we all worked there.
Wow.
Some of us still work in the business. My brother owns a slew of delis. My other brother's a chef in Philly. So some of us stayed and some of us ran for the hills. Literally, I have a sister that lives upstate New York that was like, no more. But I gravitate towards that madness of like trying to put the pieces to the puzzle for someone else. I really find a comfort in the shit. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a middle child, or maybe it's because I always feel like I'm not living, I'm more surviving. I push myself to be in these uncomfortable positions to say I can do a New York restaurant at 27 with a couple buddies I met a year prior.
Yeah, wow.
So that was kind of our jumping off point, and then kind of integrated with the neighborhood. The restaurant did really well. I got the itch to try to do my own thing, and did that. Me and my wife opened up a place not too far away from our original location, and kind of made that like our hub for all things community driven. I mean, anything the community wanted, I would do.
Wow.
So there was no business plan besides to have a business, and we didn't have any flags that we were setting to say this is what we do and take it or leave it. We were very much like, what do you want? What do you like? And it really started to build, and our place was named after the streets that it was located on. Cool. So Humboldt and Jackson was Humboldt and Jackson. I know it may sound like a law firm or like
no, it's cool.
Yeah, or like what president or whatever, but it really was it exemplified who we wanted to be in the neighborhood. It was kind of like old school Brooklyn, like salami, mortadella, mozzarella guys, your bakers. Oh my God, I miss those guys.
I bet.
That can make me cry.
Oh.
That's how much I miss those guys. But I won't go there. Fish guys. So opening a business in Chattanooga for me was really like, how do I recreate that when that's not here?
So cool, yes.
The soul of it's here. People love here.
Yes.
I've met more people to come back to Chattanooga who left that I'm like, that makes sense to me. Now I'm liking it more because it's hard to go back home.
It is.
You feel like you've been there, you've done that.
Going backwards.
So we wanted to really create a space that, yes, we're legally a liquor store.
Yes.
With an agriculture permit that allows us to sell some food. But how do we be more than that? What's the intention here? I don't want to just sit behind a counter and hope people come in and hopefully they find a bottle of wine they like. I want to direct that traffic to the wine they want. So for me, not having a huge background in specifically wine, my passion for that was kind of driven by who works with us. So hiring a somm and hiring a manager that can run circles around me in this field, I felt like, okay, that part of the business can do that. It's got a great standard to start. And then I can do what I do, which is connect. Which is like,
wow.
Bring you in. Who the hell wants to go to a liquor store on a Tuesday? You do.
Yeah. Now I do.
You will.
Yeah.
Because it's not that. When we were opening the business, a lot of people, and when you're going through the licenses, they were asking, why? Why do you want to sell cheese in a liquor store? Not no.
Yeah, exactly.
Not no.
They were just skeptical.
But like, why?
Yeah.
And I'm like, if it's not a no, just take my money, take my taxes. But for me, it was really, a culmination of everything I wanted Chattanooga to be for us, which was home, which was my wife finding a second career. She went from fashion to being in the museum life. She went from designing clothes to designing grants. I mean,
wow,
huge
shift.
Her shift, and me banking on us finding some kind of happiness in a mountain town that's not New York and not Florida where we were for a second. So like it was a lot of we hope this works.
Hope. Totally.
But everybody we would meet for the most part, especially in the beginning, was very like, oh my God, you're gonna love it here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that.
Helped you believe in it.
Yeah. So of course, like coming from New York, you can't fault anyone for not having the best, most amazing restaurants and bars ever. But the town had a great start. I mean, that's why I felt comfortable. I mean, our first weekend, we went to Canyon Grill to start. Then we went to Easy Bistro. And then we went, we were doing the things that we were reading about. And they were all hitting. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't know the thick of it. I didn't know the ins and outs.
Yeah.
I didn't know the people that were going to be the people next, and you need all that information. You, in a weird way, like you have to be accepted in that culture.
Yeah.
You don't want to be fake, but you also don't want to be someone that doesn't respect what's already going on.
Yeah.
You can't come in and be like, I know.
Yeah, no.
No. They'll smell that, and a town of this size can rule you out faster than they can rule you in. So for me, it was, again, that same open door policy when we opened Humboldt and Jackson to say, what do you guys want? What do you gravitate towards? I'll try any event twice. The second time we really did it better. Let's do it again. Or no, that was definitely a no.
Yeah.
So we have to, skate in our own zone because we do make a lot of noise in that regard. We wanted to not open a restaurant or a bar because I feel like in my life now, I want to celebrate with drinking. I want to, it's no longer the pound.
Right.
It's more, why are we drinking?
Right.
What is this about? So the celebratory part or the, novice that wants to learn more, that, what is this? This is so cool. I'm drinking something from Slovakia. Like, what are you talking about? Those are the reasons why we go heavy with tastings at our shop more so than I think anyone ever.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of all of our businesses in one. So it's got a food element, it's got an event element, and beyond control, it's got that hospitality people element.
Totally.
And
the connection. I mean, you are just...
This episode is brought to you by Forte Fitness. What I love about Forte's personal training approach is it isn't focused on body image or outward appearance, but rather lifelong wellness and functional movement. Forte has been an integral part of my life and has seen me through a lot of seasons, including 2 pregnancies, 2 postpartum seasons, and now juggling 2 babies while still doing my best to prioritize my workouts. The team at Forte is all about meeting you where you are. Whether you've never picked up a weight in your life or you're ready for the next challenge, there is a place for you. Your first step will be a one-on-one consultation with the owner, Adam Lozano, and from there, he will pair you with the best trainer to meet your goals. Text Adam at 423-838-0086 to set up your consultation and mention Heart of the City to get your first 3 personal training sessions for free.
You have made such a splash. You're blowing out of the water on the connections. I mean, every day I am getting DMs or seeing Pedestrian posting or, shouting out other restaurants, other wine shops, other business owners. And I mean, literally that in and of itself attracted me to Pedestrian, was just that inclusivity and that just championing of other people in your industry. There's plenty of room at the table and you're screaming that without having to scream it. You're just living it, Maybe
again, it's that backbone of New York where think of the smallest restaurant you could think of in Brooklyn, in this big city. How am I going to survive?
Right.
I need the baker. Yeah. I need the fish guy. Yeah. I need everybody on board.
Right.
Because if they're not, they're not.
Right.
So for me, it took me a little while. The first year was rough. I was a little loud. I was trying to figure out who I could be in this thread of a community that's really fucking cool. I think that's the most thing. When I find I'm in conversations with people that are from here or have moved here, whether it's all over the world or just from a different part of Tennessee, it is a gem and it's beautiful. And I think for me, if we're going to live here and make it our home, how do we add to that? And we can only add to that with the help of people who already are making it beautiful. So whether you're a wine shop, imbibe is no competition to me.
Yeah.
Carter and his boys do what they do. Yeah. I do what I do. Yeah. And we work so well together.
Yeah, that's so good.
Because we all have that same intention of giving people an experience, and setting a standard that is our standard. Meaning Chattanooga's standard. We're not trying to pull wool over your eyes. We're literally hospitality people who have a product that you'd like. Let us tell you more about it. Let us make sure you love what you buy and not just buy it for the label.
Right.
And then you get home and you're like, oh, this is so acidic. What is this?
Yeah.
It's we could have told you that.
Yeah.
So our shop is small. It's very curated. It's anything but pedestrian. That's the reason why we named it that. People think it's because of the bridge or because it's pedestrian friendly and walkability. It's because it's anything but common. We want you to kind of figure out what do you mean this is a liquor store? We like that about our business plan so far.
No, when I walked in, I was it was nothing that I expected, which might be intentional or might just be a cool thing about your spot. But I think my knee jerk was, okay, pedestrian, walking bridge, this can be a cute little shop, which does bring me to Frazier Avenue, you know, especially for locals. Frazier Avenue has kind of been a little bit more wine break.
Wine break.
Thank you. Yeah, so Frazier has been more kind of catered to tourism. You know, it's been kind of the more gift shops and merch stuff, and not holistically, and Frazier Avenue has had a hard time keeping things in there. So I think just like you setting this new standard for even that space you went for, and kind of really being so passionate about infiltrating that area. Like, let's talk about that a little bit. Like, why Frazier? Like, what did attract you to that spot?
It reminded me of home.
Really?
Yeah. I think for me, it was, was, and will always be a destination for someone. Whether they live there, they're coming there for the day. You can never complain about having a beautiful park in your backyard, no matter where you live, let alone a business that attracts people. The people that I met on Frazier before I became a business owner there were very dedicated to what they were doing there, from the Blue Skies to the Judy Darlings to the Brew House to Base Camp to people don't realize these are places that have been there 10, 15, 25 years. Taco Nuga was there 14 years before they just closed. I mean, that's hard.
That's hard.
That is a grind. And, you know, I think for me, finding out that there was a space that became available that I could afford, that I wouldn't be betting my mortgage on, that wouldn't put me in a position of failure financially, mixed with the community effort that was already happening with or without us, and then seeing the bridge down, I thought to myself, this reminds me of when we opened our second business. This is before the music venue was built 4 years ago. After we opened, there was a music venue that was built. Would have never seen that coming.
Wow.
Changed the business completely. So I'm looking at the bridge and I'm like, wow, like how does this location succeed and what does it need? Because I signed a 10-year lease with no plan.
Wow.
Told the landlord I'm going to be his guy. I'll figure out what it's going to be. Damn. Give me 30 days to figure that out. In the meantime, here's a deposit. I need 10 years. I got a 9-year-old. I don't know if I want to be here after they graduate school. Let's prove it to each other. And he signed on a dotted line, and we had a space. And I was trying to figure out what I was looking at. My first intention was restaurant, bar, patio off the bridge. And my wife's like, Bill, you did that. You did that. What's exciting about that? Well, it's another place. She's like, yeah, but you don't even know who you're serving yet. So then it became retail, and I've never done retail. So again, it was this new thing that I needed to learn. I needed good people, but the heart and soul of it was always going to be us, the team, and the hospitality part. So to be on Frazier, not to say that's not there, because it is. All those places I named, and Almanac, and you know, Ver Noir, and those people care.
Totally.
But when you walk in, we literally come behind the counter and grab you and say, what do you want? What are you looking for? What do you need? We don't have a lot of inventory. It's a mom and pop shop. So for us, it was more, how do we keep changing the inventory so radically to where you came in for that wine yesterday, we had it, and today we don't. It's not that we're finding wines that are so exclusive, because they're not. You can find these at all the shops. We just put them on display a little differently, and we get behind them. Like they're very intentional. Our reps are going crazy.
I bet.
Because they're like, what are you doing this week? What's the theme this month? You know, from being in the wine club, it's a lot of well thought out. I mean, we're already in June in our head.
That's awesome.
We're like, Father's Day's coming, and my staff's like, what?
You're like, this is retail, people.
Yeah. Like, what's going on the windows next? You know, and it's really fun. And it's really helped my family kind of breathe a little bit by being able to just open a door and close a door, as opposed to have the bussers, the runners, the porters, the deliveries. Like, it's a different game. I won't rule out that we still have intentions of doing things that are more influenced by food and beverage. But right now, it feels really good to know that we're 7 months in. We have a nice long lease. The bridge is coming.
The bridge, man, that's
people
gonna be
give
huge.
it so much strife, and oh my goodness, how long is this going to take? they won't remember how long it takes once it's there. And it's going to be so big and so beautiful and so awesome for everybody to enjoy, hopefully for a really long time. But we're sitting there and we're going to have a grand reopening. And why it worked all from the time of like seeing the guy put the for rent sign out, pulling over, talking to him, getting the lease, why it all made sense was we knew we had 1.5 to 2 years to figure this shop out.
So true.
Before we let anyone else know about us, in the sense of tourism and walking and do you have this, do you have that? Let's figure out what people want, who we are, what do we like about the business, what makes money, obviously, but also where do we give back?
Yeah.
For just being there, for allowing us to open.
Yeah.
Without the city's help, we couldn't even open. So the city had to vote for us to open that shop. So the fact that they gave us a shot, I owe to do the charitable thing. I owe to thank them. I owe to be a part of the Parks Department development. I owe whatever you want.
Right.
I'm all in, like we're back home in Brooklyn. So for me, it's been a really nice exhale to live here. What keeps me on my toes is having the 2 kids, as you know.
Totally.
I have a 13-year-old this Saturday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah,
to
she
them.
wants a phone. She wants a phone. Where's the
you're like,
phone? Phone's not coming. We got the hard line upstairs, and
Hell
I'm on the
yeah.
other line saying, "Get off! It's 8 o'clock."
This is
That's
my
just
life.
that's
This
just
is my
what it
teenage
is. Yeah,
life.
yeah. So that's why we chose Frazier, because it felt like home.
That's so great.
And we felt like we could make a home there, and I feel like we're just getting started.
So true. Okay, so you've mentioned a couple times now, like no business plan. I'm like, Bill, where do you get this like risk taker mentality?
This episode is brought to you by Chattanooga Shoe Company. If you know me, you know I'm obsessed with shoes. It's probably my main addiction when it comes to shopping. One reason I love shoes is they fit in every season of life, and they can still be that statement piece in an outfit. Chattanooga Shoe Company not only curates styles that are cutting edge in the fashion world, but also their shoes are by far the most comfortable pairs that I own. Instead of only wearing the big brands like Adidas and UGG, I love wearing things that not everybody else has. And Chattanooga Shoe Company has introduced me to brands from all over the world that I would have never otherwise known existed. I get compliments on my shoes just about every single day, and I'm so proud when I get to say they're from Chattanooga Shoe Company. Use code HOTC for 10% off your purchase when you shop online at chattanoogashoe.com.
My wife would say my gut is good.
Okay.
It does get entrepreneurs in trouble sometimes, because then you think you could take on too much. We had a conversation yesterday about that, me and my wife, because I have another idea. And she just factors in reality. Like
We
all,
love and we
like
hate
all
those
good
people.
partners.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're like, but now I'm going to prove you wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, she's a great partner, so she talked me out of that idea. But I think, that intuition that some things are best planned on the go. And when you don't need to borrow money and you don't need to risk anyone else's well-being, you feel like it's your loss or your gain, like betting on yourself, right? The horse and the jockey situation. So for me, it was, we don't have a plan, but I've done this before. I've done something before and it paid off. So what can I do now? And what does the neighborhood need? And how can we meet in the middle to really make it whatever it's going to be? Because whatever I think it's now, it's not it. Because when I look back at my menus from 2009, I'm like, oh my God, what? So it's like one of those situations where you don't know you're in it until you're out of it. And right now I cannot even think of a day where I don't want to turn that key.
Man,
it's a really
that's
great
so
space.
Awesome. It's such a good feeling too, like just to want to run to work.
Yeah.
So good.
And for us, like, the big thing is getting the community in the shop to enjoy the shop, maybe for that night or 2 months from now when they know they're going to the park and they can stop by for a cheese and charcuterie board and a canned wine or something, whatever it is, like getting people in is the hardest part. And without the bridge, now I got to get slick. Now, how do I?
Yeah, you're having to work the hardest right now.
Now it's like marketing, but don't saturate yourself and don't run out of ideas.
Totally.
So it's a small group of people that work with me.
Yeah.
Our general manager of the shop is the shop.
He's
Toby
wonderful.
Darling, it's his shop. I stand behind him happily. It's a guy I'd want to work for. So if there's any other business owners out there that know that you can't get rid of that employee, not because they're important, but because they make you better, you keep them, right? So whatever I can do to make my employees, the 3 that we have, as happy as they can be, because you're always going to have that conversation one day. Can we talk? I've done that. I've had hundreds of employees. I get it. And life gets in the way. Life's a 4-letter word, for better or for worse. So, I think having the shop be ran by people who care about it as much or more than me is very key.
Amen.
And when you can give somebody that wick to light, step back. In my early 27-year-old years, I got it. No, I got it. No, I can do it. No, I can't.
Yeah.
It was going to be better with their help, Bill. You just didn't see it. So now I kind of run to that so I can do the marketing thing, meaning, hey, chef, hey, you're a liquor store. We should do something.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
You have stuff I don't have. I have stuff you don't have. So we do a lot of that. We do a lot of hard knocks. Some people are into it. Some people are like, whoa, like Joey Lawrence. Whoa. I'm just like, well, I'm coming with good intentions. I get it if it doesn't make sense, but.
And you just seem so unaffected by that, which is a special quality. Like, do you feel like that's kind of New York? Like it kind of hardens you in that way? Like hearing those?
They say that. I think it was just the way we grew up.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's something about how you grew up, because you even just have this confidence about you that, like, willing to bet on yourself. A lot of people aren't willing to bet on themselves. Like, where does that come from?
I think it's the upbringing of, like, not having anything, so you're not afraid to lose nothing.
Yeah.
Like, what am I going to lose? I already won.
So
I got a healthy wife, healthy kids.
So true.
Put me in the street. I'll work my way into a tent. I'll work my way into the tree. I'll work my way into your house. So, like, whatever it is, like, that confidence is from surviving my mom with 8 kids and like get in the car, we're going, and it's like, whoa, where are we going? I don't know, but we're going. So that kind of lifestyle, I think, mixed with New York, because Philly and New York aren't far away. No. It's just a much bigger city, but at the same time, there's still a lot of the same grit and grind to get ahead. I remember I was 21 and we were like, we're going to New York. My wife had graduated. She got the fashion degree and she got an internship in New York, and that's why we were going. I'm like, Mom, I'm going to do the dance thing. And my mom's like, good. Just know you can't come back here.
Oof.
Not because I don't want you to come back here, but there's nothing here for you.
No.
So go do whatever you think you're going to do with her and make it work. And here we are. We're celebrating 20 years married and 28 years together. And
cheers to that.
Cheers to the misses and the misters, whoever the partners are, because I would have been. No one pushes me as much as she does because she's so good at what she does. I'm like, I got to keep up, or she's going to be with somebody way cooler than me.
Exactly. She's going to ditch me.
Yeah, this isn't,
That's hilarious.
This isn't worth all that fight.
Wow, that's so awesome.
So yeah, so I think being on Frazier and having the team that we have really makes the shop what it is. And then anyone that comes in that works with us in the future, they got to be better than the next guy or the next lady. So for us, it's like, pulling people from the industry that just need a timeout.
Yeah.
Come work with us.
Yeah.
That's
people so true. That's such a good spot. Like, what a way to land for a while.
Yeah,
just to, like,
we've had one.
Different.
We've had one. Yeah. We had a Psalm that couldn't afford her.
No.
Could never afford her in my life, but she needed a break.
Nice.
And we were a good, comfy pillow for her to rest her super educated brain, and then we absorbed all of that.
Nice.
We're like, oh, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So cool.
So yeah, it's all about the people that work with you, not for you, and then they can kind of, once you get stagnant, or here comes January 1st, everyone goes, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
It all starts at work.
So
am I making enough money?
So
am I doing this?
true.
So for us, what am I doing with my life now? I'm creating a space where I feel safe, that I hope other people feel safe. And then from there, we got bottles of wine to celebrate and food to go out and create unique ways to push the envelope of what a liquor store can be.
Totally. I love it. Okay, let's talk Chattanooga. When you go home at night to your wife, give us a peek into, a candid conversation about, man, if Chattanooga just did this or had this, or, what are some of the, things that, just from not living here and then coming here, and obviously this is subjective, so, this is just your opinion, but, what are those, slight evolutions, or even just one that you're just man, we're right on the precipice of this, or...
Yeah, I think since we've been here, a lot has happened.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 years we've been here in December, and a lot has happened in Chattanooga. The growth that I feel, and maybe it's because being in a smaller town, you can see it so much easier than being in New York, where you're like, what do you mean Harlem just changed? Like, how does that happen?
I can't even see past that building.
Yeah, I can't even look up, you know? So, you know, being able to see it, I feel like if we had to put an ingredient in this Chattanooga pot from an outsider's perspective that would make it the best thing you've ever had, it would probably be a little bit more live music venues.
Oh, amen.
Where people
Bill.
would come through and you know, you create that talent. I think a town like this may lose some good musicians for places that really amplify that effect. There's places that we go to watch shows. I'm not saying that there's not. We see a lot of music here, and we've seen a lot of cool shows come through here.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I feel like moving to Tennessee, I would have expected
more.
a little bit more of that natural grit. And when the bridge opens, I'll see a lot of buskers, and I'll be like, come on in.
Literally.
You know, play music in the back.
So great.
So like having that, you know, coming from a music family, coming from a music town like New York, and being gravitated towards those cities like New Orleans and Miami, where music is just, you hear it.
Yes.
I think I wish that it had a little bit more of that, because the
Yes.
food, the beverage, you know, even the theater, Tivoli's opening back up, like, the
Yes.
hotels are going up. Like, we have what it's going to take, but a little bit more of Cherry Street Tavern times.
Totally.
You know, you have the barrel rooms. You have all those places. You have the Signal. And yes, that's fine, but I mean more.
And it's more than just like music. It's like the power of like going to see live music is truly just like witnessing someone's dream, like on stage.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there's just something so heartfelt about going to a live show that, especially for up and comers that would be, you know, starting in Chattanooga or coming through Chattanooga or whatever. And it's just, yeah, man, we do need more of that.
Yeah, or
I
just
love it.
more music in general at non-venues, just
Totally.
like on the street, at a
Totally.
bar, at a
Yes.
party.
Yes, there's so
know.
much talent out there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so true.
Yeah, and most of them are in the restaurants.
Yeah.
You know, like they're doing that to
But
pursue that.
They got to work the restaurant.
Yeah, and
to-
I saw it one time. I was like, wow, I think I know that guy. I'm like, that guy on bass definitely worked with us before, like, when I first moved to town. Like, he's awesome. Like, he's so much better than pouring a beer.
That's so
know?
wild.
So, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Bill, let's, I want to talk like wine for normal people, okay? Which I know you don't say you're some big connoisseur, but you know enough. I know you do. Okay, so if someone walks in and says, I don't know anything about wine, what do you ask them first?
This episode is brought to you by Sweet Ease Children's Boutique. Sweet Ease has the best selection of kids' clothes from newborn all the way through teen. And especially as a boy mom, it is so nice to have styles and options that actually fit our vibe. The sweat sets, the cool trucker hats, the shoes, but of course also the holiday jammies and the special occasion outfits. They've got everything. They have 2 locations in Chattanooga. They do personalization with their monogramming in-house, and they have a full online store. Use code HOTC for 10% off your entire purchase in-store or online.
If they don't like, if they say it again, if they don't,
I don't know anything about wine.
gotcha.
What's like, and they're like, what would you guide me toward? Like, what are you going to ask them?
Yeah, well, I think everyone at our shop would ask the same question with that question, for a question, which would be, what do you like to drink?
To drink. Okay.
Like,
yes.
what do you like? So if you don't know, if you don't know
Right.
about wine, you don't drink wine.
But it's
What
like,
is
what's
your
your
drink?
spirit? What's
Is it
your
a gin?
beer?
Is it a
Yeah.
vodka? Is it a bourbon? Okay, so you like sweet. So let's get you over here. You like dark. You like the wood. You like little simple things that you can pull out of just an extra question or a conversation starter, I think is key into finding, or some people even better yet, we get this all the time, which is just mind-boggling to me, is they don't like a whole category.
I hear this from my
So,
wine
like,
friends. Yes.
I don't drink red wine.
Yes. Huh?
Who hurt you?
Exactly.
Who hurt you? You know, what night was it? Who were you with? It's all about that. And
There has to be trauma there.
well, or it was really bad and it had high sulfites and they felt like shit the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, wine can do that to you.
Yes.
Anything that you ingest can do that to
Yes.
you. This donut could do that to me. I
Yes.
know it won't because Judy's great. But yeah, I think sometimes those simple questions are kind of the hardest ones to answer. When someone's like, hey, do you guys have a certain Bordeaux? We're like, we know we don't or we do. But when you say,
You're like, what are you really
I
asking?
need to buy a bottle of wine, or it's not even for them, right? It's, I need to get a gift from my boss. And I'm like, well, how much do you want your job? Like, where are you at in your job? That's the extra question. Well, and then they're like, well, I think I do good. I'm like, you think you do good?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. What's your boss like? He likes cigars. Cool. Let's go over here.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we get a cigar because you know that, and then we'll build up from there. So yeah, a lot of those simple questions we try to combat or bring it into the dinner table.
Yes.
What are you cooking tonight?
Right.
Because this is not at all what you want. And then people are like, I didn't like that wine. It's like, well, it fought against the tides with that. You can't have a tannic wine and spicy food. It's just like 101. But you don't know that.
No.
But you like the label.
Right.
And it's $20.
Right.
So let's go.
Okay, so is there a safe quote unquote wine, or like what's your go-to bottle to bring to a dinner party?
Vino Verde. All day, every day. We always have too many in the shop. It's a safe wine. It's called a green wine. It's classic. It could be mineral driven, but it's always light. It's always lower ABV. It's always delicious.
Cool.
You can cook with it because it should never be expensive. Although we have one that's above $20. Normally they're below $20. And cheap wine is not bad wine.
Yeah.
It's actually amazing wine. It just depends on where it's from and who you're buying it from.
Yeah.
What's the intention of it? Is it to buy a lot of it and sell it, or buy a little bit of it and make sure you get this to the right people? So I think Vino Verde would be mine. And like any kind of sparkling dry wine.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to fight against somebody who likes white or likes red. This is celebration. You can't complain about bubbles.
Totally.
We're just drinking bubbles here.
Yeah.
So I think that approach to being comfortable about coming to a dinner party, not knowing anyone, I think I would bring a Vino Verde or just like a cava.
I love it. What wine tastes expensive but isn't? What's a bottle?
That tastes expensive, that isn't. You can find some delicious Barolo that does not need to be above $100. Nebbiolo, Barolo. I think some people buy it based off the fact that it just says it real big on most of the labels. But you can find under $30 Barolo. You'd have to find. You got to be a DJ and flip through the records. But you can find one that's really, really good.
You all have one in the shop?
We always have Barolo in the shop. And we always have one. We don't have anything above $100. That's
nice.
For a lot of reasons. I think the main reason is that's not our customer.
That's smart.
And people thought, oh, you're in the Northshore, you're going to be able to crush it with the Northshore tax, and they got expendable money. I'm like, no, these are parents. My kids go to school with all these parents.
Wine.
Yeah. We got a mortgage just like you, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like,
trust me, I live here. It is not easy.
We're lucky to just have a moment to drink,
Nope. I mean, obviously, there's people that do better than others, but when it comes to our shop, we want you to be able to feel good about buying 2 bottles for $50, not a $100 bottle of wine. I'm still going to make the same margin on a 30 bottle. So how much can I buy as a business owner?
Right.
Can I buy 24 $100 bottles of wine, or can I buy 48 $18 bottles of wine?
Yes.
So I think I'm more our customer. I and Toby and David and Kate, like our whole team wants to shop in our shop.
Yeah.
Because of that affordability.
Totally.
I'd rather you buy 3 bottles and be good for the week or the night.
Right.
Depends how you drink.
Yeah.
If I always say, I joke, if I have regular customers, I'm contributing to a problem. So I want to have customers that just like to have good dinners on Fridays and Saturdays. What are you making? We have a lot of those. They call ahead. Hey, I'm doing a lobster bisque. What do you think? Come on down. We got this, this, and this. It's $20. The wine club is a perfect example of that. I don't think people are in our wine club because our club is cool. I think it's because we give you a lot. We think about it. We think of you. Who's in our wine club? Why are we doing this theme? What's important to us? What's important to them? Whenever someone cancels, we're like, oh, what happened? Yeah. What do we do?
You're like personally offended.
Oh, we're moving.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. It wasn't the Sardinia wines, was it? Because we push a lot of people. As you know, maybe you haven't had those wines before. It's like, where can we take them?
Yeah.
And that's our chance to really get to the customer that cares about what we do. So for us, simple questions need simple answers, but we have to ask questions back.
So good. Okay, let's do a couple myth busters. Is there really a difference between the $15 and the $50 bottles of
Yes.
wine? Okay, what are they?
I think from my experience in the world, you pay for experience in winemaking. You pay for family lineage, 3rd, 4th, 10th generation winemakers. Pay it. Pay it.
Love it. What should people stop worrying about when choosing wine?
What people think, you could bring a cheap bottle of wine to
Yeah.
a party. It's going to taste better than this guy's shit.
Right.
So I think it's more like if you come confident and you know what you're drinking, and hopefully our shop can deliver that to you,
Yeah.
it's going to taste better. If I tell you who made that wine and how cool she was and what the color of her hair was and what her mule's name was, you're going to be more connected and you're going to be like, holy shit, this tastes good.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, because you actually know what went into it.
Yes.
So I think that part of it is like, throw out the rules. Obviously with pairings,
Yeah.
you know, spice and tannins don't go well together. You kind of want to beat the heat with sweet sometimes. So there's little things that you can look to, and we teach those classes, and we have all kinds of fun stuff at the space to kind of. Our tastings are very educational. So it's more like, where's this come from? How is it made? Is it aged? What's it aged in? Who made it? And if there's anything cool about their farming practices. If you learn those couple small things, now you're starting to really get that author.
Yeah.
That book
so
makes
fun.
sense to you. You get
So
it.
cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, just kind of 2 personal questions. What do you drink when nobody's watching?
It depends. Can I give you 2?
Yeah, give me 2.
Okay. If the date's going well, I stay towards like light, fruity Amaros.
Ooh.
I stay less alcohol because I still got a chance. If the date's not going well, I'm drinking scotch. I'm packing it up, calling it a day.
Wait, this is so good.
Yeah.
That's the winning bite right there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Love it.
If the date's going good,
Oh God,
let's
that
keep
is
it going
so
good.
good. Oh
If it
my
got
God.
too creepy, scotch and I'm by myself. You know, it just is what it is. She'll let me know.
Oh God, that's so good.
We've been together long enough to know like this is going to be a success or I fucked it up somehow.
We're done here. See you tomorrow.
This wrong movie, bro. You know?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so okay, what is like what do you want people to feel when they come into Pedestrian? And like what do you want them to think when they leave?
I want them to feel like they could trust us. And when they leave, I want them to feel like they got something out of it. Yeah.
Love it. I definitely feel both of those things. One other Northshore business listeners should check out, if you had to pick one.
One?
One. Just one. Maybe
Man.
they've made a big impression. Maybe they're underrated. Maybe they don't get enough credit.
I can't say any other one because I'd be lying to myself. So I'm going to say Keystone Breakfast and Lunch.
Oh, Keystone.
I'm going to say those guys exemplify hardworking people not from Chattanooga who believe in Chattanooga more than people from Chattanooga.
It's so true.
And it's clean and it's fresh
So
and they
good.
close early if it's sold out. They keep you informed. They're like family.
So good.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even think about that Philly connection.
Yeah.
You're probably obsessed with them.
Them mixed with all the chefs, the 2 main chefs that work at that are running the kitchen now at Frazier Five and Dime since they took over. They're from Philly, and he was a St. John's guy too, and it's like Frazier-delphia.
That's so cool.
It's like Frazier-delphia.
Philadelphia. I love it.
We got you surrounded, Chattanooga.
I love it. I love it. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
What does building community through a place like Pedestrian mean to you personally?
I mean, it means everything. That's why we did everything we're doing. That's why we're doing it, is to build that community thread and be a part of it and grow with it. So you can look back and say, yeah, that shop's been here since the bridge reopened. And that's our seal and our stickers that go out and everything we sell is our stamp to say, we are here. We are with you. We're at your dinner tables. We're at your celebrations. But at the same time, like, tell us what we can do better. Be honest with us. Be like, I didn't like that wine. Or maybe you were wrong. Or this is how I felt about it. We love that. I mean, for example, small example of how we listen, like we had a couple not buy anything in the shop like 2 or 3 times until I was like, hey, listen, what's the vibe? Well, we didn't want to say it, but we're looking for kosher wine.
Oh.
Open up. Let's go.
I'll order it.
Now we always have a white. We always have a red.
So great.
We have a delicious Sauvignon Blanc right now from Israel that is so delicious and sells out every time we have it. And we built that trust of that community that was looking for that specific thing every Friday. Now we know what to have, and we build the shop around those needs. So for us, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there that we think is cool, and hopefully that you can entrust us with. But at the same time, what do you like? And that question of like that, I don't drink red wine. Well, come over here. Let's try again with me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, let's try again with Toby and our Sam. I mean, come on, like we're not going to steer you wrong. We're not Marge.
Yeah.
She took you to the wrong game.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, Bill, I want you to fill in the blank. The heart of Pedestrian Wine and Cheese is
Community.
Community. Love it.
Community and family, for sure. Like my family onto theirs. We're always at someone's table besides ours. So why not say family?
Dang. Well, I knew you were special when I met you, and I just believe in it even more after today.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Thank you for all you're bringing to Chattanooga.
Appreciate it. Cheers, girlfriend.
Cheers.